former Midvaal Mayor Bongani Baloyi has resigned from the Democratic Alliance. That's after 14 years. In a tweet, Baloyi says he's going to pursue other opportunities. Now, for more on the story, I'm joined by the man himself, Bongani Baloyi. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. You have since resigned, not only resigned completely from the DA and politics in general. Why is that?
No. Let me make a correction. I've not resigned from politics in general. I've just terminated my membership as a member of the Democratic Alliance after a fantastic 14 years, and whereby I was afforded incredible learning opportunity and the opportunity to be of service to the residents of my community. So for me, it's just me calling time on this part of my life and deciding that I'm going to take this opportunity to, over and above the time that I've spent in reflecting in the past 6 weeks, but equally appreciating that it's time for the next phase in my life, and that does not include the Democratic Alliance.
You speak about your incredible learning opportunity, and you resign at a time where you were announced as the DA's Gauteng Premier candidate for the national election in 2024. The DA saying that you are a huge part of the party's future.
No, I wasn't announced as the DA Premier candidate. It was a leader saying that they would prefer that I would be appointed for such a position, and basically they were expressing confidence. And that confidence arises as a consequence of my leadership, the delivery, the track record. So there was that thinking and conversations within the political circles, but it wasn't a formal announcement or a decision taken by the party.
Was that not perhaps a welcomed sort of accolade, them recognizing your excellence, and for you to now turn around and decide to throw in the towel? Were you being purged?
No. You see, the thing that many of us in South Africa are not familiar with is politicians who come in, do a specific thing, serve their community and do it well, and decide to also leave and do something else. It should be the norm where people leave public service without stealing, without corruption, or any cloud hanging over their shoulders, or leaving their political party without any disagreement. So that's what I've exercised. It's my right of association, which today I've exercised to terminate my association with the Democratic Alliance as a member of the Democratic Alliance without anybody purging me. In fact, there's been numerous attempts by the leadership to retain me in the party, which bears testament to the quality of the individual and the leadership one brings to this party.
With these numerous attempts to retain you within the party, would you have considered staying had you been offered perhaps a bigger position like that of Premier, or really been recognized on a much bigger platform?
No, it wouldn't have changed anything.
It wouldn't have changed?
When it's time to leave, my sister, it's time to leave. When you know you've served and you've achieved exactly what you want to achieve, and it's now on to the next thing, you know it as an individual, and that's my truth. So it's not anything else. It's not that many people may assume it to be. It's me saying I've done my job, I've done it really well, I've achieved everything I want to achieve. Now I'm moving forward with the next phase of my life, which I would include the Democratic Alliance.
The next phase of your life, as we're speaking, you said that you're not resigning, correcting me, that you're not resigning from or leaving politics in its entirety. So where does the future lie if you're not leaving politics but merely leaving the DA?
I've resigned as a member of the DA. It's like what you're asking is if Dr. Khumalo will ever leave football, which is highly unlikely. So
I would ask Dr. Khumalo which club he'd be going to, and not really just insisting that he leaves football without asking where to from now.
Where to from now, you'll know in February.
Knowing in February, I mean, you say you've done everything you could have done within the DA. One would expect that someone who became South Africa's youngest mayor for the Midvaal in the year 2013, at the age of around 26, that you were going to build up within the party and rise to even higher accolades. I mean, why did you decide to give a U-turn on your relationship with the party? You say that you haven't fought with anyone, you haven't been purged, but surely there must be something that might have made you realize that you can perhaps do better.
Or it could just simply be that I have my own plan and ambitions and aspirations, which I am carefully implementing and going about it in a very tactful, in a very mature and methodical point of view, which many people don't appreciate as yet. It could just be that, me pursuing what I want to pursue. Simple as that. Not any other person. As Bongani, as a person, as a leader, leading my own self and family, saying, this is where we're going, now we're going about it this way. Many people will speculate, it's up to them. But as an individual, I've got my own plans and aspirations, and I'm following those things.
You say that we'll know by February of next year where you're going, but are you leaning towards Herman Mashaba or Musi Maimane?
Those things are not factors at this stage. We will know next year. It could be a TAC. It could be the Cheese Party. It could be the Dacha Party. But I'm just saying that as a light moment. You will know next year what I plan to do, whether it's public service and what capacity and whatever I'll be doing, or even active politics, or if I'm going for Kaiser Chiefs as a striker. All of those details you will know next year.
Questions have been asked about your effectiveness, you know, how you've been effective year after year after year after year. How much of that skill and the 14 years of experience from the DA will you be taking into your next position, and what changes are you hoping to make for South Africa?
That question will be answered next year, February.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for your time. All the best to you. That is Bongani Baloyi. He has left the DA. He says he's not resigning from the political space, insisting, question after question, that we will find out in February of 2022 where he's going, and saying that he hasn't been purged out of the DA and that a bright future lies ahead. We thank you for your time. The breaking news of former Midvaal Mayor Bongani Baloyi resigning from the Democratic Alliance.